What's the worst way your parents sacrificed you for the golden child? Easy. When I was 18, my parents basically torpedoed my entire college plan so my younger brother Jake could get a brand new car. Jake was the golden child. 2 years younger than me, but you'd think he was royalty the way my parents treated him. He was the baby, the special one, the boy of the family. If he wanted something, he got it. If I wanted something, suddenly money was tight, or I was being ungrateful. I worked my butt off in high school. Honors classes, AP exams, part-time job at a grocery store, volunteering, all of it. My whole goal was getting into my dream out-of-state college. And I did. I was over the moon when the acceptance letter came in, with a partial scholarship too. Not full, but enough that with student loans and a summer job, it was doable. For months, my parents acted supportive. We talked dorm shopping, financial aid, even mapped out the drive to campus. I thought for once they were in my corner. Then Jake turned 16. Suddenly, all he could talk about was getting a car. Not just any car. He wanted something new, flashy, something his friends would be jealous of. My parents started echoing him, saying things like, well, he can't rely on rides forever, and a used car might not be safe. I remember laughing it off at first, thinking, there's no way they'd prioritize a car over my college tuition. Oh, but I underestimated just how far they'd go for him. A month before I was supposed to leave, we're having dinner, and my dad says in the most casual voice, honey, we've been going over the numbers. We just can't afford your out-of-state tuition right now. You'll have to start at community college for a couple years. I nearly dropped my fork. I asked what changed. We had been planning for this all year. My mom just sighed and said, Jake needs reliable transportation. We can't have him driving some old junker. I thought I misheard, but nope. They had literally decided to pull the money they'd set aside for my tuition so they could make a down payment on Jake's brand new Honda Civic. I was furious. I said, you're telling me my future is less important than him flexing in the school parking lot? And my mom, without even blinking, goes, don't be selfish. You're independent. You'll figure things out. Jake needs this more than you. So guess what happened? The next week, Jake rolled up to school blasting music in his shiny new car, bragging to everyone that our parents bought it for him. And me? I had to walk into my guidance counselor's office and explain that I wasn't going to my dream school anymore because my brother needed a car. The counselor was horrified. She even called my parents to try to talk them out of it, but they doubled down. Said community college was better for me anyway because it was cheaper and I could stay close to home to help out. Translation, keep babysitting Jake when they didn't feel like parenting. So while my brother was joyriding, I was stuck at home doing 2 years at community college. I felt humiliated when my classmates left for big universities and I was still in the same small town, watching them post dorm pictures on Instagram while I commuted to class from my bedroom. And the worst part? Jake didn't even appreciate it. Within 6 months, he backed into a mailbox. A year later, he totaled the front bumper in a parking lot. Each time, my parents paid for repairs, saying, accidents happen. Meanwhile, I was working extra shifts just to buy textbooks because apparently, we don't have money right now, when it came to me. When I finally transferred to my dream school 2 years later, I worked 3 jobs to stay afloat. I still graduated, with honors by the way. And at my graduation, my parents clapped politely, but then spent the whole dinner afterward bragging about how Jake made varsity soccer. It was like my degree was nothing compared to his ability to kick a ball. Now, years later, Jake still lives at home. He's gone through 3 different cars, because of course my parents keep bailing him out, and has never held a job longer than 6 months. But at every family gathering, my mom still introduces him as our talented one. And me? I smile, sip my drink, and wait for the moment when someone asks how I paid for college without help. Then I just look at Jake, look at my parents, and say, oh, I worked for it, since my tuition got traded for a Honda Civic. That usually shuts the room down.